I'm Jeffy Lepatan, 34 years old, and the manager of Acret-PH. I'm the eldest among 7 children, and I grew up in the slum area where life's hardships are evident in our day-to-day existence. But this kind of environment trained me to strive, persevere, and to never give up. I learned that when you're at the bottom, there's no other way but up, and it's going to be a long way up for me. There are a lot of mistakes I made along the way, and I'm sure I will make more mistakes. I never got to college because we couldn't afford the tuition. So I took a vocational course and I graduated with an industrial electronics technician diploma. Although I really wanted to study computer related stuff. Before I worked at Acret, I was a systems administrator for 7 years and also had 3 years of call center experience for a technical account prior to that. I started at the call center with a job of assisting users fix their computer hardware related problems. Then I was transferred to a business account where I assist company technicians fix computer hardware until I got to a software related account, and the pay was good, but the work schedule was too hectic, so I decided to look for a day job where I can actually sleep at night. I was so surprised when I was given a salary of almost double my previous salary as a call center agent. Well, I didn't really know how much systems administrators make at that time, but I was so thankful to the company that I swore to myself that I will serve them long enough to show my gratitude. And that's how I ended up working there for 7 years. I have created and maintained software applications that help with our daily tasks, and I had fun building them, and my salary did not increase, but I wasn't really expecting any because I had all the time to study about technology and new stuff. During those 7 years, I realized that I was really interested in programming or development in general, and I wanted to learn more about it. I decided to resign to spend all my time studying HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I also studied C++ for software development and learned a lot about building websites. After 6 months of studying, I thought I was ready, so I applied for a web developer position. Some companies offered me a systems administrator job, even though I went there for a web development. Of course, I did not accept it. I got a call for a job interview at Acret. During the interview, I just talked about my past experience and hope I did not talk too fast. One thing I could remember was when I was asked if I knew about the company, and my answer was, I checked your website, but it only had one page with no information about what you actually do aside from software development. I thought I was probably going to be rejected at that time, and that's the end of the interview. I went home, and then Monday came after the interview. I got a call with a little higher offer, and the rest was history. I was excited, of course, because this was a whole new experience for me. On my first day at Acret-PH, there were just 2 employees actually staying here. Our CEO and another employee, and they're both from Japan office. 2 other guys were hired and started together with me, and it turned out that we were the first employees of Acret-PH. The office back then was designed wasn't designed for comfort. There was a long line of tables in the middle of the room, and then at the sides are chairs. And when you're sitting, there's only about, I don't know, a foot distance from the back of your chair to the wall. So if you need to go to the restroom, you have to pass by somebody else's back and most likely disturb them. At first, we struggled learning Drupal. Then, because there were no documents or any standard instructions, we were all watching and reading from different sources. So the very first application we built looked like a Frankenstein. I was tasked at supervising the team until I became a manager. It took quite a while before it synced in to me, but thinking back, we have come so far from what we were almost 3 years ago. And we now have a clear vision, and we now have processes and standards to follow to move forward as a company. And we will continue to be better. I wish to serve more as a manager, and what I want is for the team to grow. I understand that the more an organization grows, the more likely it will be disorganized, and that's why I need the people I trust to step up and become managers themselves.